Hi, family. Listen to the video today. I want to speak to you about the rejection that you faced. Don't feel about the rejection. We know that whenever we're rejected, it's God's way of protecting us. But listen at this. Their rejection of you freed you. Hear me today when I tell you this. Their rejection of you freed you. And it allowed you to reclaim your power. And it allowed these people to rethink the decision that they made. They regret this decision. They wish they can recant this decision. They wish they can go back and redo this decision. But the damage is done. It is over. And now their rejection has given you a great opportunity to live a life only you can fulfill. That life that you want to live, that life of abundance in all areas of your life, the life where you really want to be happy, that rejection of you, it freed you. You're free. Being rejected and having that person still be a part of your life while being rejected. See, you can be rejected by someone and their presence is still there. You can be in a place with a person, but you still don't feel a part. But rejection is God's way of freeing you. I want you to look at the bigger picture. I want you to start looking at things from a spiritual perspective and don't look at life from a carnal perspective. I don't want you to look at things fleshly. I want you to look at things the way God designed for our brain to think and to look at things in life, because you are a spirit. I want you to look at things spiritually. When people reject you, it is God's way of freeing you. God has so many ways to free his people. But when people reject us, it is God's way of giving us another opportunity to go free. You wanted to be free. God heard the prayers you were praying. He saw the tears you cried. And God said, let me allow this person to be rejected. Because God was protecting you and God had a way to free you. And he used the gift of rejection. Somebody gifted you a gift of rejection. And this gave you an opportunity to go free. And it gave you an opportunity to reclaim your power. And what else did it do? When this person rejected you, no matter who it was, when people reject you, you know, it gives this person or these people an opportunity to rethink that decision that they made. See, you didn't fight back. Even though it was something that you didn't want, God say, embrace this. He say, don't fight it. Don't resist that rejection, because God say, I'm going to redirect your life from this rejection. I'm going to reroute you. See, that rejection was nothing but a spiritual GPS for you. It's going to get you to the right place, and it's going to get you to the right people that you need to be in front of. I'm telling you, you're going to get in the face of the people that you needed to be in so long ago. Now, God said, now I can put you in the place where you need to be. Because I wasn't going to allow the devil to keep tagging along, eating up your revenue and eating up your blessing and eating up your opportunity, taking a part in the fruit of your own labor. God said, I have to clip this to the root. And when something is killed to the root, it's not going to grow back anymore. This is not going to grow. It's done. It's over. It's dead. You got to cry your last cry. You got to shed your last tear. And you got to wash your face. And you got to bury this. You got to say ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And you got to move on. God said that rejection that you face, God said, I protected you. God said that rejection was a gift. Oh my God. See, we got to look at things spiritually. We can't look at things fleshly, because our emotions will trip us up. If we're not careful, these emotions that we have, my God, it'll trip us up. It'll cause us to get in a mess that we shouldn't be in. God said, I allowed that person to reject you. I let that ministry reject you. God said, that was me. Don't blame that on the devil. God said, that was me. God said, my hand played in this. God said, I played 100% participation in this. God said, I'm the sole blame for this. God said, if you want to blame somebody, he said, you put that blame on me. He said, because I allowed that person to reject you because this was the way you had to go free. See, God will let people hurt us so bad, family, that you don't want to go back. Isn't that something? God has so many ways to free us. God freed you. How did he free you? By letting you be rejected. So you don't get tied up in something that you couldn't get out of. So you didn't get tied up in a commitment with people that was going to send your life over the deep end. So what did God do? God said, let me go ahead on and go ahead and give you this gift called rejection. Let me let this person not like you. Let me let this person not want to deal with you anymore. Let me allow this person to treat you cold, because I'm going to use all these unfortunate circumstances. I'm going to use all of these painful experiences. I'm going to use all of those negative emotions that this has taken you through. And God said, I'm going to use every bit of it to set you free. God said, I want you to go free because I have something for you to do. I got places for you to be. I got people for you to see. This is an opportunity for you to claim your power. If you are being rejected, if you've already faced rejection, God said, I use that rejection as a gift. Receive it as a gift. God said, this wasn't no curse. You feel like you cursed because you get rejected? Honey, you blessed. Honey, you blessed when people reject you and say all men are evil against you falsely. Honey, you're blessed people when you are rejected. God said, this is my way of freeing you. God said, this was my way of protecting you. So you don't get yourself into something that you can't get tied. That's it. So you can't get yourself out of. Have you ever got yourself in a mess and you didn't think you were going to get out of it? Glory to God, family. God said, that's why I let people reject you. That's why you didn't get the job. That's why the promotion didn't get to you. God said, this is why I allowed you to be skipped. Stop looking at this stuff personal. Stop looking at the carnality part of it. The Bible tells us to be carnal minded is to be in enmity with God. We're not flesh. We live in a body. We house a soul, but we are spirit. We are spirit people. And you got to look beyond the physical realm. You got to look beyond this fleshly realm. God said in this season, so many of my people, so many of my remnant, so many of my chosen, I'm going to gift them. And I'm going to gift them with rejection. This is what God's going to do in this season of the lives of all of his people. So many people all over the world. God is going to gift you in this season of your life with the gift of rejection, because God can't afford for you to get tied up in something that you don't supposed to be in. God said this is going to give you an opportunity to sit with yourself. Have you ever had an opportunity to really sit with yourself? You need to sit with yourself. You sit with God, and God said, I'm going to set you aside for a minute because I want you to sit with yourself. I want you to have a talk with yourself. I want you to interview yourself. I want you to put yourself on the table and lay all the cards out and be truthful. You're going to reclaim your power. God let you get rejected. God didn't want them to love you. He didn't want that person to be your friend. He didn't want it. They weren't real. Their intentions weren't real toward you. It doesn't mean yours wasn't. God said, but theirs wasn't. And when nothing good was going to come out of this, God said, I can't let this happen. God said, I know how bad you want this. I know how long you've been praying. I know how long you've been planning. I know how long you've been sowing. I know how long you've been fasting. I know how long you've been decreeing. I know how long you've been declaring. But God said, I got something better for you. God said, let them reject you. I got a better position for you at a job. I got a better mate for you. I got a better friend for you. And God gonna give you true people. God gonna give you people that are very ethical people. He's gonna give you people that are very integrous people. God is gonna give you people that won't prostitute your anointing to use you just to get. And when they have taken enough, when they pulled enough life out of you, then they put you in a corner and they shut you up, duct tape your mouth and shut you up. God said, I wanted them to reject you because it was all part of my plan. You all better stop crying over who left you and stop crying over who rejected you. God said, I did that. That wasn't the devil. Don't blame the devil. God said, I did that. I allowed it. I take full responsibility for these people rejecting you. God said, I take full accountability for allowing these people to reject you, because now I'm going to reroute you. This was a spiritual GPS for some of you to get to the place where you should have been last year. God said, now you're going to get there,
because now you're going to reclaim your power. Because when people break you down bad enough, family, you're going to come up rising just like the phoenix. You're going to rise above everything that tried to keep its foot on your neck. This is God speaking to you today. And guess what rejection is going to do? It freed you. You reclaim your power from this rejection. And God said, I'm going to allow these people to rethink rejecting you. Because when they see what God has done for your life, family, they're going to want to go back and redo a do-over with you, but they're not going to be able to do it. People are going to rethink not rejecting you. They're going to think about it. But it's going to be too late because it's already done. It's already been set in motion. God allowed it. And if God allowed it, family, if you take you to it, he's going to take you through it. That's a fact. The rejection that people gave you was a gift from God. This gift of rejection freed you. This gift of rejection allows you to reclaim your power. This rejection allowed these people to rethink their decision of ostracizing you, of rejecting you, of making you feel least. God said, when you did it to the least one, you did it unto me. Stop crying and telling God, these people did this to me. No, they didn't. They did it unto God. When they do things to you that are not Christ-like, you say, God, you heard what they said. God, you saw what they've done. Now I turn my enemies over to you, God. That's what you need to do from this day forward. God gifted you with that gift of rejection. If you've been rejected, God got a bigger picture for you. He got a bigger plan for you. And God's plan will always supersede our plan. Thank you for tuning in our broadcast today of You Are Enough. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and watch those pre-recorded videos and lives. And don't forget, family, go and visit those YouTube shorts for me and jump over to Instagram and give me your support. Thank all of you for what you do daily on our channel. I'm not reaching out to anybody. Whatever you need to know about me is always in the description box of our videos. No weapon that has formed or no weapon that is forming against you shall prosper. It'll form, but God made you a promise. It'll never, ever prosper. You can believe that. Their rejection of you, it freed you. It allowed you to go free. You've been in a mess for so long, and God said, I'm going to let them reject you. I'm going to allow this person to stop loving you. I'm going to allow this person to stop liking you so you can go free. Go free to do what? To reclaim your power and to get on the path that you should have been on a long time ago. God is awesome. You hear me? God is an awesome God. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love you. Look up and live, family of God. The best is truly yet to come for you. You ain't seen nothing yet. The best days are before you, and your worst days are certainly behind you as God's chosen. Talk later.